Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Numpty, or David Steele, or Commander Numpty, and here's me boat. This is SSN 614, this is USN Greenling, and it is July the 17th, 1982, and we are just off the coast of Oslo, Norway. Let's take a look. Right, well this is the situation we're in right now. To the north, northeast is Oslo, and we've got 3 merchant ships around us, and a Victor 1 on scope. Now, we are some distance from the last mission. It's been about 3 days. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's what feels like first shift. And Intel has told us to expect something trying to intercept or interdict submarines operating in and around Oslo. Now, I was expecting a diesel-electric boat. I was not expecting a Victor 1. Victor 1 is an older boat. She's kind of noisy. She's capable. She's fast, at least, and she can dive pretty deep. But, like me, does not really like to be operating in shallow water. We have got 219 feet below the keel. She appears to be operating, I hope, in slightly deeper water, or she's scraping along the bottom, I'm not sure. And, yeah, I mean, I can't really get a torpedo off at this distance, and she's going to hear me if I do. She's turned away. Okay, let's go ahead and get a torpedo off, I think. Let's get one out.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Are you kidding me? Okay, that's
Come left to 350, helm I.
So the reason for my disappointment is that losing the wire means I can't micromanage the torpedo.
Make depth 100 feet, dive I.
Now, I know that sounds terrible, but micromanaging it means that I can direct the torpedo, I can dogleg it around the target. The target might well know the vector that the torpedo platform's coming from, and it will when it doesn't, when you lose the wire. So I'm going to go ahead and get my depth to probably just deeper than 100 foot. We're going to end up we'll run at 10 knots, just under 100 foot. I'm going to try and put a bit of separation between myself and the direction of the torpedo. We're going to run a little bit north. There we go, 10 knots, that works for me.
Make turns for 10 knots, maneuvering I.
Notch. We'll see if we can sort of sneak behind.
Maneuvering, making turns for 10 knots. Come left to 001, helm I.
To 200 foot.
Make depth 200
Oh yeah, he's way deeper.
feet, dive I.
So he's actually in deeper water than me, which is useful for him. Wait, that's a layer, you numpty. Oh.
Con sonar regained contact on master bore bearing 215.
Make depth 300 feet, dive I.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Con helm steady course.
Actually, I do. Oh boy, that is not where I thought he was, and that is not where he is. So there's another contact down there. Yay! Okay, this is gonna turn into a bit of a scrap then.
054 helm I.
This is interesting.
Con sonar new contact bearing 148 designated Sierra 5.
What is that? Oh, it is a diesel electric. It's a Foxtrot.
Con sonar Sierra 5 is classified as submerged submarine.
So they're sending a Victor 1 to escort a Foxtrot, possibly. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? Maybe. Okay, I can outrun a Foxtrot, and it's got set 65s.
Con, dive at 300 feet, dive I.
So not a massive threat, and the incoming torpedo is not a massive threat either. Now, I don't really want to discount that too much. Let's go ahead and get down to 650 foot.
Make depth 650 feet.
Make turns for 15 knots, maneuvering I.
I don't have a wire to worry about right now, so
Con maneuvering, making turns for 15 knots.
what I'm going to try and do is notch the incoming torpedo. Now, this Victor 1 is traveling south at some speed, so I wonder if it's actually quite a bit closer than our sensors think. That would make sense. Although, yeah, that would make sense. Now, I suspect that he is potentially threatened by my torpedo. He doesn't know when it's going to go live, so there is that. Yeah, I think he is threatened by it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'm going to accelerate time here. We may run up to 20 knots, but I think right now 15 should be fine. Let's accelerate time.
Dive at 650 feet, dive high.
Okay, that's potentially still a threat, but... My mod 0, is it still going? Yes, it is. Okay, alright. Okay, let's run it a little quicker. Oh, there's the Foxtrot. Okay.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5. Last bit. Come. Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Okay. So
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots.
No, I can't catch the Victor one, but I think my primary target...
Con, helm, steady course.
My primary target is probably this Foxtrot. Because that's the kind of quiet boat the Russians would just sneak under there, or quieter than a Victor 1. The Victor 1 might be here just to flush me out, and it absolutely worked if that's what it's here for, because it certainly did flush me out. So we're running at 20 knots, let's accelerate time again.
Con sonar, Master 2, is cavitating.
I think the Victor 1 might be threatened by my Mach 48, or possibly... No, okay. Let's run ultra silent.
For ultra quiet.
Let's get up to 300 foot. 300 foot is nicely just below the layer. So it's
Make depth 300 feet, dive high.
It's a sweet spot to be in terms of acoustics. Okay. I'm gonna
Con
put
sonar regained contact on. Master 4, bearing 225.
I'm gonna pause the recording for a little
Con
bit.
sonar regained contact on. Master 2, bearing 275.
Okay. My torpedo's not threatening it. I'm gonna pause the recording for a little bit, and we'll see what happens in a few minutes of real-world time. But I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, well, the Victor 1 maneuvered hard and at high speed for a long period of time against what we suppose was a wasp in the command center, because there was nothing I had anywhere remotely close to it. Unless Sierra 5, the Foxtrot, had managed to fire a torpedo mistaking the Victor 1 to be a bad guy. His bad guy, of course. Well, Foxtrot disappeared off sonar for a time, and now she's back on. Running at shallow water as well, or shallower water. So, she's no idea where I am right now. Like I say, I'm sitting in this sweet spot of the sonar, just below the layer. It's a bit of a black hole.
Con,
Accelerate
helm,
time.
steady course.
See if we get a little closer to her, maybe. Now, I know that my torpedo can reach her, and she's likely to be about this 10,000 yard range at this point. She's moving at 8 knots. She's not gonna... Yeah, there we go. She's not gonna hear my torpedo fire. So I'd like to get a torpedo and run it round behind her, but I don't think that... there's a chance that my wire's gonna break. So let's go ahead and try that. You know what? Let's just try it.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
It broke again. I mean, that's just fabulous. Okay.
Come right to 215. Helm aye.
I'm gonna go ahead and essentially notch my own torpedo. Let's run up to 15 knots. Let's get my depth down just a foot or so. Oh, no.
Come right to 22. Make turn.
I'll run to 15
Make
knots.
turns
So
for 15 knots. Maneuvering eye.
we still can hear her at this speed so far, just. But the idea, yeah, okay, so she
Con
dropped off
maneuvering.
sensor.
Making turns for 15 knots.
Assuming she doesn't change course, and she will, but not until this torpedo is almost on top of her. The idea is that this torpedo may well just take her out. This is the Foxtrot. So, but I don't want to be down the same, essentially the same course. So, we'll stick to just below
Con
300.
sonar lost contact. Master 3, last bearing 0, 4, 5. Contact is in the baffles.
Stick to this bearing. Let's run up to 20 knots.
Make turns for 2, 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
And that just gets me out of the way. Now, she may hear me, but that's an occupational
Con
hazard.
maneuvering. Making turns for 2, 0 knots.
But if she doesn't, fantastic. This torpedo will still arrive, we hope, in the target area at the right place at the right time, being able to detect her. So I'm going to accelerate time, like so. So like I say, we're notching my own torpedo here. Okay.
Con
she detects the
sonar
torpedo.
regained contact on Sierra 5, bearing 1, 3, 5.
So I put on
Make turn.
maybe 1,500
Make
yards.
turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
It's possible my Mod 0 torpedo will detect her, but she might have strayed out of its detection range. Now I've got a Mod 3 loaded into Torpedo 1. Mod 3 has a much bigger sensor cone, but I'd like to preserve those for a harder target, although should a Foxtrot
Con
be...
sonar regained contact on Master 3, bearing 0, 4, 6.
Should a
Con.
Foxtrot...
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Should it really be that big a challenge? Well, now I know exactly where he is as well. Alright, let's accelerate time. In fact, let's ultra
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
quiet it and accelerate time. By turning
Con
towards...
sonar noisemaker bearing 1, 2, 5.
It worked. So he wasn't able to maneuver enough out of the way of the incoming torpedo. He actually turned towards it. Now this Mod 0 has picked up his acoustics. So I expect the Mod 0 to be able to track him down and kill this guy.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 1, 2, 2.
He's not very quick. He's 14, 15 knots. So this would seem to be, I'm not going to say inevitable, but there's a high probability of kill. It's a dangerous torpedo for him. Let's go ahead and watch the torpedo if we can. Here it is. He doesn't have anything out. There's a noisemaker dropping off. So, let's see. Has it reacquired him? Not yet, I don't think. Has it lost him completely?
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 1, 2, 0.
He's somewhere in the background here, and hey, there we go. Reacquired him. That's bad news for the Foxtrot. Hello.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5, last bearing 1, 1, 9. Contact breaking up.
Okay, notch another kill.
Come left to 0, 9, 0. Helm aye.
Well, it did take 2 torpedoes, but we did kill the Foxtrot, which I believe would be my primary mission. Now, there is a Victor 1 still somewhere out there. We don't know where that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording, float around for a bit, see if we can acquire the Victor 1. If we can, we'll take him out. If not, we will, well, actually, we'll head a little...
Come left to 1, 6, 5. Helm aye.
We'll head a little southeast south. So, yeah, don't go anywhere. I'll be back, and we'll see if we can pick him up. Well, what do you know? Hello, chumps. Okay, so we've reacquired him, and it looks like he fled the scene and then decided, oh, oops, I better not forget my buddies in the Foxtrot. So, likelihood is he's coming back to investigate, see if he can reacquire me, and, of course, well, he's probably not going to. At least...
Come right to 1, 8, 0. Helm aye.
At least not yet. Now I know I can get a torpedo out. And reasonable chance of catching him. He's not going to hear the torpedo fire either. I don't really feel like chancing Using a wire, but I really do like to get this guy. So let's go ahead and get one out, a torpedo out, just beyond where we think the wreck of the Foxtrot is. Let's see if we can keep the wire here.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Nope. Okay. That's annoying that happens. Alright, well, I'm gonna
Con, helm, steady course.
run accelerate timer. We'll go ultra quiet since this torpedo's reloaded.
Con, sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
Okay, and he detected my torpedo and he's firing in turn, so I probably should notch this.
Come right to 2.
Run up to 20 knots.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I think he's making a ton of noise looking at...
Con, sonar, lost contact. Master 3, last bearing 050. Contact faded.
Looking at the sonar profile. Okay, so he might be closer than we think. But yeah, he's making 31
Con,
decibels.
maneuvering, making turns for 20 knots.
We got flank speed. I should have fired a mod 3, but I don't think he's a massive threat. Oh, he might be, I suppose. See, it's not... I think he is closer. It's not that I'm wasting a weapon.
Come left to 180. Helm aye.
I'm just pretty certain I'm not going to get any more mod 3s when I come to reload. I think that local stores will be out of them. I'd love to get some more, but I don't think I'm going to get any. I might get some mod 1s, or maybe might just have to
Con, helm, steady course.
lump it with mod 0s, and the problem I've got there is, I mean, that's fine and all, but if I'm tasked with hunting down super quiet cruise missile carriers, or I hope this doesn't happen, but SSBNs, mod 3s are where I want to be at. I don't want to be using mod 0s and mod 1s. Okay. Well, I don't know where his torpedo is, but I'm gonna more or less notch. Okay, so I got his location about right. And I don't think that's a massive threat to me, but we'll run to flank anyway.
Make con, sonar, we are cavitating.
Actually increase our depth a little bit.
Passing 4.
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Okay.
Flooding in the torpedo room.
Whoa, what happened? What did I do? Oh no! I can't believe what I just did. Wowzers. You numpty. Okay, that's why you don't let numpty drive the boat. That was a really stupid thing to do.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Passing 700 feet.
We swerved several times and ran into the seabed. Words kind of fail me at this
Passing
point.
600 feet.
That was a really stupid thing to do.
Make
David.
depth 300 feet. Dive aye.
Yeah, and we lost a mod 3 torpedo because of that, the wreckage. We might have to get that pulled out of the wreck that was... we damaged a lot of things there. Bow sonar and... Okay. We are in trouble now because of my ineptitude. Why was I running accelerate time? Okay, I need to kill this guy.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
I mean, at least we didn't lose the wire that time. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take care of this guy. I've lost my bow sonar. I've lost my ability to detect stuff.
Come right to 163. Helm aye.
Other than the towed array, and that means I'm gonna have to go and get repaired. Wow. That's really frustrating that I did that. Okay, well, we have probably destroyed our ability to dive deep as well. I'll accelerate time and see if we can catch this Victor 1 with this
Con,
torpedo,
helm,
but
steady course.
bazinga. What a big mistake to make there, David. I'm surprised I didn't actually lose the boat, because normally if you collide to the seabed like that, it's very bad news. Okay, he's changing his course a little. I don't think he has any reason to suspect he's being hunted by a torpedo, but he's doing a Han Solo maneuver. He's doing a gentle left turn. So we're going to try and cut the corner with this torpedo. Got 18 minutes of fuel left. There we go, he's turning. Okay, turn towards me. He's slowed right down. This isn't good. He's going to detect the torpedo soon, so I think I want to put it in attack mode as soon as he detects. Right now, let's just put it in attack mode now. I'm going to run this torpedo up to 55 knots. We really want to take care of him. Now, he might not detect the torpedo since it's below the layer, but I think he will. Can he detect me? No, he's no idea where I am either. Okay, well, that's useful. I'm the guy leaking all sorts of fluid. Well, my submarine is. I'm not personally leaking fluid. Okay, he just detected the incoming torpedo and he's running away again, which I would expect him to. I'm going to go ahead and just try and cut that corner again, like so. He's running north. Interesting. 12 minutes of fuel left on that submarine. There he is. Catching about right. 10.5
Fire
minutes.
control,
Okay,
weapon acquired.
so we've acquired him. I'm going to ping actively with this torpedo and struggling to acquire him there. See, the sensor goes between blue and red really rapidly, so we'll turn off active sonar. To let this thing guide itself in. I guess it's just too far away. I think he's doing the right course, which is to run away as much as he can and hope to really outrange the torpedo. But I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to ping actively. He should know it's right on him. Take some evasive maneuver. Maybe he's out of noisemakers. I have no idea. Why are you not maneuvering, sunshine?
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 050. Contact breaking up.
I do not know why he didn't maneuver. I mean, this is from the guy who's like, I don't like that view of my submarine. Let's try that. Don't like that view either. There we go. Perfect. Right, well, that was a very embarrassing episode at the end of that mission. I ran ran Greenling into the seabed. So I'm going to pop up to periscope depth, see if we can get the boat repaired. I'll explain what happened and it'll be fine. So, meanwhile, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you got something from that, even if it's how not to drive your permit class submarine. So, like I say, hope you enjoyed it. If you have, you know what to do. If you haven't, you also know what to do. And I'll see you the next time. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care.